So I want to tell you about some of their competitors. I know we've been going at a furious pace, but let's slow down a little bit. Home Depot was really one of the only providers of some of those kinds of services in a big box store like that. And they really took hold of the market for many years. But in the midst of this housing crisis, the door opened up for someone else. And actually, Home Depot kind of lost a bit of its position because they were the cost provider, but cutting costs so low and then not selling anything really hurt them. It actually took their overall estimated value down to $26 billion. So hey, come on, pay attention. So what happened was a company like Lowe's that was actually kind of a smaller retailer, and they focused more on their communities, kind of saw an opportunity, and their CEO pushed them into the large retail markets. What's going on here? Am I boring you? So it pushed them aggressively, basically, into all these metropolitan metro areas. We're talking Miami, Chicago, New York, California, where the demand was there, where it was strong. And they were so aggressive, they were opening a store every 3 days on average. It took their net worth up to $33.6 billion. And they did this by providing the same services, the same kind of costs as Home Depot. But they weren't so heavily reliant on their vendors. Home Depot, some of their vendors provide up to 10% of their stock, whereas Lowe's only 4% from any single vendor is all they get. So if one of their vendors is hurting, their company's not going to feel it. So it worked really well for them. And because they focused on the community more than anything, and community products, they really had a home feeling, which made a lot of people really comfortable with working with them. A lot of people felt like they were at home with Lowe's. And actually that's pretty close to what their motto is and their vision. So it really gave them a very solid edge against Home Depot. And it made them the second largest home improvement retailer in the world and the 14th largest in the US. And that's just in retail, period. Home Depot, because they got so big, they kind of opened themselves up to other retailers, not just home improvement companies, but retailers in general. We're talking your Walmarts, your Target. And that really sort of made them susceptible to substituting items. Like instead of buying your jigsaw at Home Depot, people were buying it at Walmart. This is something that they hadn't expected. But that's what happens when you cross industries. So it's really been fortuitous for Lowe's. But we'll talk some more about that